Did you know that one common nut found in nearly every kitchen can quietly damage your heart, kidneys, and even your brain? Many seniors eat it daily, thinking it's healthy. But science says otherwise. If you're over 60, this seemingly innocent snack could be contributing to inflammation, memory loss, or even interfere with your medications. One particular nut, often praised in low-carb diets, is now being linked to kidney damage when eaten regularly. And worse, it's often the first nut seniors reach for. But don't panic. This video has you covered. We're about to reveal which nuts are actually healing for aging bodies and which ones you should never eat again. The last nut on the danger list, it's one that might be sitting in your pantry right now. So please, make sure to watch till the end, because your next handful of nuts could either boost your memory or quietly sabotage your health. If you care about aging well, this is one video you can't afford to miss. And before we go further, let us know in the comments. Where are you watching from today? Also, please click like and subscribe if you'd love to see more tips like this one. All right, let's begin with a quick look at how nuts affect seniors. The good, the bad, and the surprising. Nuts are often praised as superfoods. But for seniors, the truth is more complicated. As we age, our bodies go through major changes, especially in digestion, metabolism, and the way we respond to nutrients. What once was a healthy snack at age 30 can become a source of hidden health issues at 65. For seniors, nuts can either be a powerhouse of support or a silent threat. Let's break it down. First, the positives. Certain nuts are loaded with heart-friendly fats, essential minerals like magnesium and selenium, brain-protecting antioxidants, and gut-supporting fiber. If chosen carefully, these nuts can strengthen bones, lower bad cholesterol, reduce inflammation, and even improve sleep. But now, the warnings. As digestion slows and immune systems weaken with age, seniors become more sensitive to things like mold toxins, inflammatory fats, excess calories, and even hidden carbs. Not to mention how certain nuts can interfere with medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, or depression, which many seniors take daily. Some nuts are incredibly hard to chew or swallow, posing a choking hazard. Others, like peanuts, are prone to contamination with aflatoxins, which can damage the liver over time. The result? Eating the wrong nuts, even in small amounts, may worsen arthritis, increase blood pressure, disrupt sleep, or speed up cognitive decline. That's why we created this guide, to show you exactly which nuts to include in your daily routine, and which ones to skip. Let's begin with the 4 healthiest nuts for seniors. These are safe, science-backed, and deeply nourishing for aging bodies. Let's start with a nut that's small in size but massive in impact: Brazil nuts. Just one Brazil nut a day can meet, or even exceed, your daily selenium needs. Selenium is a trace mineral essential for thyroid health, and thyroid function affects metabolism, energy, and mood. Up to 20% of seniors have undiagnosed thyroid issues, often mistaken for normal aging. Brazil nuts also support nerve health by maintaining myelin, the protective coating around brain cells that declines with age. But here's the key: more isn't better. 1 to 2 nuts per day is enough. Next, we have pistachios, often overlooked but incredibly beneficial. Pistachios are rich in potassium, a mineral that helps regulate blood pressure naturally. Each serving, about 1 ounce or 49 kernels, has more potassium than half a banana and almost no sodium. This makes them ideal for seniors who need to manage hypertension without adding extra salt. Pistachios also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that protect eye health and prevent age-related macular degeneration. Next, let's talk about walnuts, the brain nut. Walnuts are the only tree nut significantly high in plant-based omega-3s, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. These fats help reduce inflammation, support brain cell communication, and preserve memory. Studies have shown that just 1.5 ounces of walnuts daily can improve cognitive processing speed in older adults. Walnuts also contain melatonin, a sleep-regulating hormone, and polyphenols that protect blood vessels. Aim for 7 to 9 walnut halves per day and store them in the fridge to prevent oxidation. Finally, almonds, the all-around powerhouse. Almonds are packed with calcium, magnesium, and vitamin E, a trio that supports strong bones and fights free radical damage. They're especially important after age 65, when natural bone loss speeds up. Almonds are also high in fiber, helping to relieve constipation, a common issue among older adults. Choose raw or dry roasted almonds, unsalted, and aim for 15 to 20 per day. Bonus tip: eat them with the skin on. It contains flavonoids that double the antioxidant power when paired with vitamin E. These 4 nuts, Brazil, pistachio, walnut, and almond, are not just healthy, they're strategic allies in aging well. Now let's talk about the darker side of nuts, the ones that seem healthy but could quietly harm seniors. First, peanuts. Yes, they're cheap everywhere and taste great. But for seniors, they come with serious concerns. Peanuts are technically legumes, not true nuts. They grow underground, making them highly susceptible to mold contamination. One of the most dangerous byproducts is aflatoxin, a natural toxin linked to liver damage and increased cancer risk. Worse, seniors' detox systems slow with age, making it harder to process these toxins. Even without mold, peanuts are high in omega-6 fats, which can fuel inflammation, the root of many chronic conditions. And here's something most doctors forget. Peanuts contain vitamin K, which can interfere dangerously with blood thinners like warfarin. Now let's move to cashews, creamy, delicious, but surprisingly risky. Cashews are high in carbohydrates, about 9 grams per ounce, and have a relatively high glycemic index for a nut. For seniors managing diabetes or pre-diabetes, this can lead to sudden blood sugar spikes. They also contain oxalates, compounds that bind to calcium and may increase the risk of kidney stones and reduce bone strength. And because of their smooth, curved shape, cashews are among the most aspirated nuts, posing a choking hazard for people with swallowing difficulties. Third, macadamia nuts. Their rich, buttery taste makes them irresistible and dangerous. They are the highest in calories of all nuts, nearly 200 per ounce, and extremely high in saturated fats. For seniors with slower metabolisms and concerns about cholesterol or gallbladder issues, this is a red flag. Their hardness can also damage dental work, crowns, bridges, or even natural teeth weakened by aging. And many commercial macadamia products are roasted in oils and heavily salted, further harming cardiovascular health. Last, pine nuts, deceptively small but incredibly problematic. These nuts have been linked to something called pine nut syndrome, where a bitter metallic taste lingers for weeks after eating. For seniors, this altered taste can lead to appetite loss, malnutrition, and even unintentional weight loss. Pine nuts are also known to interfere with over 60% of common prescription medications, including blood pressure and cholesterol drugs. Their high oil content also means they spoil quickly, becoming rancid and forming inflammatory compounds. In short, these 4 nuts, peanuts, cashews, macadamias, and pine nuts, are best avoided or eaten only in extreme moderation by seniors. Let's recap. Nuts are powerful, but for seniors they can be either healing or harmful. The good news? You now know exactly which nuts to embrace and which to avoid. Brazil nuts support your thyroid, pistachios keep blood pressure balanced, walnuts feed your brain, and almonds strengthen your bones and digestion. On the other hand, peanuts may harbor toxins and trigger inflammation. Cashews can spike your blood sugar and interfere with calcium absorption. Macadamias are calorie-dense and hard on aging teeth. And pine nuts may interact with medications and suppress appetite through altered taste. But here's the best part. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet. Just changing one snack, one handful of nuts, can make a meaningful difference. Better energy, sharper thinking, stronger bones, deeper sleep, fewer digestive issues. Food is medicine, and the nuts you choose each day can either support your aging process or silently sabotage it. So take a moment to open your pantry and look. What nuts are sitting there right now? Which ones will you toss and which will you keep? Now we want to hear from you. Which nut on this list surprised you the most? Leave us a comment below, and don't forget to tell us which country you're watching from. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more easy, science-backed tips for healthy aging. Every week we post new content just for seniors on nutrition, movement, sleep, brain health, and more. And remember, it's never too late to take control of your health. Sometimes it starts with something as simple as choosing the right nut. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay healthy and stay strong.